Taehyung stood in front of the university bulletin board, scanning the list of courses for the semester. He smirked at a few options, but then, frozen, Taehyung, wait, no way. His finger traced the course name again. Advanced literature, literature, and there it was, right under Professor Jungkook. Taehyung, Jungkook, Ma Jungkook. He felt his heart thump a little faster, a strange mix of and irritation inside him. It had been years since they had broken up, years since Jungkook had walked away without much explanation, and now he was going to be his professor, thinking, oh, this is going to be fun. He smiled, already imagining the awkward tension that was about to unfold. Jimin, his best friend, noticed the expression on his face as he leaned against the wall. Jimin, what's with the face? Did you just see a ghost? Thing was, my ex is my professor, like the same one who ghosted me 5 years ago. Jimin, wait, what? Are you serious? That's exactly incense. You can't even hide your excitement, can you? Excitement is the last word I use, more like anger with a hint of revenge plotting. Jimin, ha, I love it. This semester just got interesting. The lecture house was full buzz with the chit-chat. Taehyung slogged in the desk, pretending to be casual, but everything never in his body was alert. The moment Jungkook walked in, the room seemed to Jungkook realized nicely calmly his posture flawless and carried the air of someone who was slightly under control. Jungkook, good morning, class. I am Professor Jungkook. Please settle down. Taehyung felt a pang of memories, long walk, late night talk, moments that were so simple yet important, and then he saw it down with a smirk. Taehyung under his breath. Mr. Perfect Professor, let's see how cold you really are. Jungkook gazed straight the room, pausing for a fraction for a second. His eyes gave a cheeky wave. Jungkook, Mr. Kim, I see you. You're all ready to start the semester, already teaching my passion, I assume. Professor, I thought we were allowed a little fun before class start. The class giggled. Jungkook pressed into a thin line. Assume Jungkook fun in subject. I am in my class. We call the distraction. Try to avoid it, Mr. Kim. Then noted professor thought I think I work best under pressure. Jimin shifted a laugh beside him. Taehyung felt a tiny thrill. The old speak was a lie, even if Jungkook tried to hide it. After class, Taehyung lingered near the door, hoping to grab a quick word or maybe just soak in the awkwardness. Jin, another professor and friend of Jungkook, appeared in the hallway. Jin, Taehyung, right? First day, nervous? Taehyung, something like that. Thought it's more like seeing a ghost in glasses. Jin, careful, ghost bite. Jungkook pressing while carrying his note, his expression and babble. He didn't greet Taehyung that small stunned under more he expected. Wow, cold as ever. Jin, that's Jungkook for you. Don't let it get under your skin too much. Remember, I'm continue on it. Jimin always a step behind, nugget him. Jimin, oh, I can already see it. Jealousy, anger, mischief. This semester is going to be messy. The librarian later that day, Taehyung found himself in the library, tried to focus on the same syllabus, but his mind kept drifted. He didn't expect Jungkook to appear in the same section, looking equally determined to avoid direction. Taehyung, fancy see you here. Jungkook could say he is some of us prepared to work quickly. Taehyung quietly, okay, lonely. Jungkook eye flickered up for a moment. Taehyung thought he saw a flicker of recognition, softness. Jungkook, I'm not here to discuss the part. Focus on your work. Taehyung, of course, wouldn't want to distract the famous Professor Jungkook. Jungkook didn't answer, but the faint twinge of his lips told Taehyung he had gotten under his skin exactly as planned. That evening, Taehyung was texting Jimin about his day. Taehyung says he's still the same, cold, decent, but I think he's pretending not to care. Jimin replied, or maybe he really doesn't. Other way, plan your cards wisely. Meanwhile, Jungkook was in an office, staring his phone, recycling Taehyung's mark earlier. He shook his head. Jungkook, focus. Jungkook is a student, that's all. And yet, the memory of those long ago late nights together crept in unweighted. Next day after the lecture, Taehyung waited by the door, pretending to be casual. Jungkook walked past him, carrying his bag. Jungkook, Professor Jungkook, forget something? Jungkook, no. Are you doing a link in the hallway? Maybe, but it's nice see you professional. Jungkook, stop it for a fraction, for a second. Jungkook, professional. It's not the same as polite, Mr. Kim. Remember that? Young grinned. I never forget. Usually it's conversation. The tiny smile that flickered across Jungkook's face was almost invisible, but Taehyung caught it. The night Taehyung couldn't stop thinking about the day he leaned back on his bed, smirking. Taehyung to himself, still cold, still annoyingly perfect, still tempting. As somewhere across town, Jungkook did the same, sitting at his desk. Jungkook to himself, focus is just a student, but why is he so hard to forget? The tension lingered, electric and unsolved. The semester had only just begun, but the game of cold prophecy versus sassy X has already started, and neither of them was willing to lose. The next morning, Taehyung walked across the campus, juggling his bag and coffee. He still couldn't shake the memory of Jungkook's faint smile yesterday. Small but noticeable, the kind that made his chest tighten without warning. Taehyung to himself, okay, Tae, calm down. It's just a professor. Technically and definitely not the old crush who stole your hearts. Jimin ran up to him, grinning like a mischief maker. Jimin, oh, someone looks like they are in trouble or in love. Which is it? Taehyung, neither. I am just planning my revenge for yesterday. Jimin, revenge on your professor? Oh, I love this. Taehyung, not just any professor, my ex-professor. They laughed, but the linger couldn't hide the under tension. Later, the advanced lecture, the students were invited into group for the semester project. Taehyung had escaped when he noticed the group list. No, 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 no way. He is my group. You mean what? He is actually amazing. Fate is cruelly kind. Currently awkward. Professor Jungkook addressed the class was calm but firm. Jungkook Group 1 will present first. Mr. Kim, you will be in my group along with 3 other students. Taehyung blinked at his group includes Jungkook, him, and 2 students he barely knew. The room felt smaller and his pulse quickened. The remembering great forced teamwork with the man. I can't stop thinking about Jungkook Gage made his briefly across the room, cool and verbal, but there was something there. Jungkook, Mr. Kim, I expect you to take this seriously. I don't tolerate distraction in my group. Taehyung, yes, professor. Totally serious, but as he sat down, he saw Jimin as look. Taehyung watched me test his patience. After class, the group gathered in a small seminar room. Jungkook sat across from Taehyung, laptop open, hands folded. His expression was calm, almost. Taehyung, so who want to start? Jungkook, I will. Let's outline the main point first, Mr. Kim, your input. Taehyung, you want me input first? Feeling Professor Jungkook, I'm feeling professional. Don't mistake it for Taehyung quietly. Taehyung professional, right? I think the theme of in modern lecture is interesting, but maybe we could add some humor to make it less depressing. Jungkook humor is subjective but note taken. Make sure your opinions are academically relevant, not just assuming. Taehyung whispering to himself, oh, I can assume him, just watch. The meeting went on. Taehyung making silly remarks, Jungkook correcting him calmly but sometimes with a faint flicker of amusement. The other in the group exchanged puzzled look at their banter, clearly sensing the tension. Later that week, Taehyung spotted Jungkook speaking closely with a new female frequently member in the hallway. They laughed softly, sharing some papers. Then thinking, what the? Who is she? And why is he laughing like that? His stomach twisted with jealousy. Thought he told himself he didn't care. Thinking to himself, focus the. She's a college colleagues, nothing more. Don't overreact. He walked past them, tried not to stare, but Jungkook noticed him and, raising an eyebrow, Jungkook, oh, Mr. Kim, distracted again? Then, forcing a smile, no, professor, just observing campus life inside. He was sensing something that evening. Taehyung returned to the library, this time intensely looked for Jungkook. He found him as a table, focusing on grading paper. Taehyung burning in midnight oil. Professor Jungkook, seems like you enjoy stalking me in the library now. Then observing, there is a difference I am learning from the semester. Jungkook, care for Mr. Kim. You might learn more than you want to. Taehyung leaned closer, lowering his voice playfully. Taehyung, oh, like what? Jungkook, how to control your emotions even when someone irritated you. Taehyung smirked, enjoying the enjoying the tension. Well, Professor, some lessons are better learn less. On Jungkook asked flickered for a heartbeat. They had each other gaze. Then Jungkook looked away, pretending to focus on his paper. Then whispering to himself, he still sobbed. I can see it. A few days later, the project group gathered for an evening meeting at cafe. Jungkook sat quietly, taking notes while Taehyung chit-chat animatedly with Jimin explaining his idea. Taehyung, so I think we can approach the theme like this. It's funny and adorable, right? Jungkook interpreting quickly. Mr. Kim, perhaps you are overcomplicating it. Keep the focus clear. Taehyung, overcomplicating? Me? Never. Jungkook as an bro, I'll let the group decide. Taehyung leaned back, pretending to sulk, and whispered to Jimin. Taehyung, he is so stubborn, I love it. Jimin grinned, you are ridiculous and clearly jealous. Taehyung mocked gaps, jealous? Of who? Meanwhile, Jungkook, overhearing the faint whisper, felt that twink of annoyance or maybe something deeper. Jungkook to himself, jealous? Him? Impossible. The air between them became change, a mix of unsolved feelings, playful teasing, and silent challenge. A week later, rain outside. Taehyung had forgot his umbrella and Jungkook happened to be leaving the building at the same time. Jungkook forgot something. Taehyung, apparently my umbrella. Thanks for noticing. Jungkook signed, offering his umbrella. Taehyung taking it, teasing, you really don't have to. I can get wet. Jungkook, I could get soaked if you call. Careful. Taehyung looked up at him as sparking. Taehyung, careful or protective? Jungkook jaw tightened for a moment. His usual closedness waved just enough for Taehyung to notice. Later that evening, Taehyung lingered after class to ask about a project detail. Jungkook instead finished his notes. Taehyung, professor, can I ask about the synthesis formats? Jungkook, of course, it's a APA, but you are asking more than that, are not you? Taehyung is smirking. Maybe I am. Maybe I am also asking about you. Jungkook frozen for a fraction for a second. Jungkook, Taehyung, this is a focus on your work. Taehyung or they stare at each other, both aware of the old feeling of surface. Taehyung, you will change, or might be I just noticed things differently now. Jungkook think should stay professional. Taehyung, professional, right? But feeling didn't always follow rules, professor. Don't always follow rules. The tension lingered another move, both silently teasing the of their. That night, Taehyung texted Jimin. Taehyung, he is different now, cold, but there is still something, I can feel it. Jimin, I told you, you can't hide it. This semester is going to be messy and romantic. Across town, Jungkook sat at his desk staring at some papers, but his mind wandered. Jungkook, focus. But why does he still make my chest tighten? The rain tapped softly against the window. The semester had only just begun, but slow bond was unmistakable and the tension between them was ready to ignore. Taehyung walked to class, a mix of excitement and nervousness. Energy buzzed in his chest. The memory of yesterday's library conversation with Jungkook replaying in his mind lingered like an unwanted guest. Taehyung focused there. Don't overthink it. It's just Professor Jungkook mostly. Jimin suddenly stretched across his face. Jimin, you are still too cheaper on Monday morning. Something happened. Then maybe it's just a little thrill of spending another day in the presence of cold professor. Jimin, cold MC professor, huh? What's a new nickname? I like it. Yeah, wait till you see the chores I plant there. Jimin, laughing, shaking his head. No. Jimin, just try not to set the library on fire with your this time. In advanced lecture, the group gathered to continue their project. There was change, unspoken tension lingered between Taehyung and Jungkook. Jungkook, let's review the outline from last meeting. Mr. Kim, please summarize your section. Taehyung, right. So, the theme of isolation plus some humor, and I suggested using example from modern short story that show Jungkook is fine, but make sure it supports the things humor without purpose is pointless. Then and begin got it. Don't worry, professor. I am to intend the educated. The group exchange looks slightly between by the playful tension between the two. Jungkook eyes, however, were fixed on Taehyung and blinking. Jungkook quietly, Mr. Kim, why do you insist on teaching me? Taehyung mock serious. Teaching? No, professor. I am simply making your life more interesting. Jungkook lip twist. Thought he quickly returned to a natural expression. Later that afternoon, Taehyung saw Jungkook talking to male colleagues, laughing warmly while sharing papers next to his Taehyung thinking, great, now he is also close to another man too. Can't he just stop being perfect? Taehyung murmuring focusedly, it's professional, calm down, but Jungkook's laugh has sounded genuine, too genuine. Taehyung clenched his fist, try not to foam. Jimin nudging him, oh, you are jealous, admit it. Taehyung rolled eyes, I'm not, he is my professor, secretly academic mostly. Jimin mostly doesn't count. That evening, Taehyung returned to library for quiet study. Jungkook was there already, started to stack of paper in front of him. Taehyung, back again, professor. I hope you are not grinding paper all night. Jungkook, I couldn't ask the same of you, Mr. Kim. Studying or Taehyung depends. Do you count emotional? Jungkook paused, looking up at him. Assume Jungkook explained. Taehyung smiling, just remembering the past. Some memories refused to leave quietly. Jungkook quietly, memories or distraction. The air between them thicker. Taehyung moved a bit closer, lowering his voice. Taehyung could be both, depend on your perspective. Jungkook eyes flickered. The first hint of vulnerability, showing thought his usual calm mask. A few days later, the group had another meeting in a cafe. Taehyung was teasing Jungkook as usual, making sarcastic remarks while Jungkook maintained his professionalism. Taehyung, so professor, you ever crack or smile for student outside the library? Jungkook, but it seems we already done so today. Not that it's relevant. Taehyung, oh, it's very relevant. I think it's significant. Taehyung, uh, maybe I'll save it for a private conversation later. Jungkook shifted slightly. Taehyung noticed the starburst reaction and smiled. Taehyung, you know, you are easy to read. Sometimes not that I mind. Jungkook quietly, almost to himself. I'm not easy to read. Taehyung leaning closer. Oh, professor, the truth slip out when you are not looking. A student runs storm hit us. Taehyung left class one day. He hadn't brought an umbrella. Jungkook appeared from the faculty building holding a large umbrella. Jungkook, forgot your umbrella again? Taehyung, I did. Care to say, Jungkook heading is lower. Don't make me regret this. They worked together under umbrella, close enough for their arms to brush. The silence between them was heavy but charged. Taehyung soft. You always notice, huh? Taehyung, not always, but sometimes, yes. Taehyung looked up at him, heart racing. Taehyung, sometimes or only when it's matter. Jungkook didn't answer immediately. Instant, his eyes softened just for a moment. Jungkook, maybe when it's mattered the most. Taehyung leaped into a slow smile, realizing the tension between them was no longer just playful. The next day, during a group discussion, a female student jokingly teasing Jungkook about being too serious. Taehyung saw the intention and left a flare of jealousy. Taehyung whispering to Jimin, see? She laughing at him. Can't she understand he is mine? Jimin, relax, he is not yours. Yet, let me breathe. Later, Jungkook pulled Taehyung aside. Jungkook, stop. Stop staring at me like that. You are overreacting. Taehyung is smirking. Am I? Or are you just making me jealous on purpose? Jungkook expected. Do I look like I care about your jealous? Taehyung leaning closer, not caring. Seems to be yours. Jungkook jaw tightened and he looking away, but the faint blush on his cheeks betrayed him. Later that week, Taehyung waited for Jungkook outside his office. Taehyung, professor, we need to talk. Jungkook, about the project. Taehyung, about us. Jungkook, frozen. Jungkook, us. Taehyung, yeah, you can try to stay cool, but it's obvious we are both still in the past. Jungkook quietly tangled. I didn't realize I still think about you. Taehyung teasing. Oh, you think about me, cool professor? Jungkook admitting feelings. Jungkook son, don't make me say it louder. Jungkook, don't make me say louder. But yes, I can't stop thinking about you. Taehyung heart. Taehyung, good, because I haven't stopped either. The rain from earlier had left the campus wet under street lights. Jungkook and Taehyung walked together, a shared umbrella arm brushing occasionally. Taehyung, so This is our moment, Jungkook. It could be. They stopped near the fountain, the sound of water flooding the quiet night. They hung, Professor or Jungkook. Jungkook smiled softly. Jungkook, only for you. They lean in slowly. Time seems to pause as they are it made gentle at first, then warmth of fear, unspoken feeling, Taehyung breathless, finally, Jungkook finally. The tension melted, replaced with laughter, teasing, and the quiet joy of love. Week later, the project was done and the semester was ending. Taehyung and Jungkook walked hand in hand throughout the campus courtyard. Taehyung so we are survived a semester of me teaching you and you pretending not to care. Jungkook barely, but I wouldn't change a moment. Neither would I. Call professor or not, you are mine now. Jungkook always. They share a playful laughter, ego around them. Friends Jimin, Jin, and even Principal Namjoon watched from a distance, smiled knowingly.